And a cry of Bruno from Min Son to get back for the picture with the officials. Well, this is so. Some facility, some stadium. It's a really strong side, but they do have injuries at the moment.
Excellent ways for Spurs to sign off after the
Thomas Frank said
game
against
in the
Newcastle against Arsenal in the week. 7 changes in total from the Newcastle United. And Newcastle and delivers and thumb towards goal, beaten away by Pope. Danto's in there. The strike came in from Sarr, I think. Bentancur. Hong Kong to Arsenal ones, but this very much feels like a Spurs home game here. Brennan Johnson opens up, and it's a brilliant finish from last season's top scorer, the Europa League final goal scorer. The Min Son celebration in tribute to, and Spurs lead early. Brilliant goal from Brennan Johnson, and it is his first of this pre-season campaign. Strong start from Spurs. Well, Newcastle were trying to play out here, and Gray involved. Sarr comes away with it. Son. Newcastle bunch around him. Barnes. Well taken. Gordon doesn't quite break to Pedro Porro. There's his runner. Min Son couldn't quite gather it. Flags up anyway. Smart ball. Johnson racing. Byrne recovering. And he got there. Gordon to the middle. Barnes on the edge. And Murphy. And Barnes gets on the end of this. Pedro Porro in his way. Moraes. Trippier. Way by Bentancur and up. Davis has the opportunity to get there ahead of Murphy. Cher, who can thumb them from range. And that wasn't a bad effort from the Swiss defender. Gordon trying to sneak in behind. Danto's missed it, and Joe Linton is unable to steer the ball in from the cutback. Burns. Murphy makes that run in behind again. He's onside here. Son's tracking. Gordon. Good effort from a difficult. Racing through here. Saved by Pope. And what a chance for Spurs to get a second. And Matty's tail with the opportunity. By the corner flag. Cher. Barnes. Barnes chops it into a dangerous area. But without. Still Gordon. Joe Linton. And there's Bentancur to shut that down. Great ball in. Joe Linton! It's a splendid chance for Newcastle. And Joe Linton is narrowly wide. Two Brazilian reported transfer targets: Joao Pedro, Liam Delap, Brian and Brumo. Hugo Ekitike. As Newcastle look pretty set there defensively, and suddenly they work the angle. Gray's down with a head injury, and the referee has to stop play. Son into Gray. Sarr on the edge. Sarr tries to protect the ball, and Sarr sensed the chance and does get there. And Newcastle now 3-on-3. And it's an awful ball. Tell. Joe Linton unchallenged. On. Will he be tempted? Lays it off to Sarr. Excellent build-up from Spurs. Really, really good play. Late to Son. Back to Tell, who sets for the more favourable crossing. Kinski sees the run of Son. And Son is hauled back. And that's going to be a free kick. It's a yellow card for Kieran Trippier. As the Pedro Porro's strike is a good one. And it briefly had Nick Pope worried. Gordon squares up to Porro. Met by Barnes. Tell. Son. Started the 2019 Champions League final with Heung-min Son. Well palmed. Tell. Sarr with a flick on. Gray, what a pass from Son. And Fabian shares the player who has to cover that off. Out to Heung-min Son. This is his trademark position. Help arriving here as well. As Barnes. Harvey Barnes. That is a tremendous goal to get Newcastle United level. Harvey Barnes with a thump to make it 1-1. Kinski beaten at his near post. Such was the power and accuracy of that strike from Harvey Barnes. To the slide challenge. And Barnes is in again, and this time Pedro Porro is able to get his body in the way. We're coming together here, and I think that's after the challenge from Romero on Guimaraes. This is just spilt over. Murphy was certainly offside. Barnes is a deeper. Referee hasn't stopped the game here as Miley bends it goalwards. They look sharp here as Barnes collects again. Targets delivery, and both Romero and Porro. Looked like he tried to sneak that inside the near post. Works it into Bruno Guimaraes instead. And the goal-bound effort, of course. Murphy tries to pop it over Kinski's head, but the Son. It's a good delivery. Target. Gordon in the middle, and he jabs just wide of Kinski's right-hand post. Wissa from Brentford. Murphy. Well, Trippier's ball is excellent, and so is the finish from Gordon. But he was just beyond the last man. Barnes. Target. Poach. Oh, it's a good delivery. Guimaraes for goal. Heung-min Son. Newcastle crowd around him, and he was unable to. And now the change, as Heung-min Son's number is held aloft. A huge embrace from Yves Bissouma as it dawns upon the crowd that the skipper is exiting the action. What a story. A decade at time to get as many minutes now into those starters as possible. And it's deep enough that Guimaraes will work it back goalwards. Murphy wins the ball. Berrival strikes and into Pope and the continent of Asia. Livramento's tracked him all the way here. And he's done brilliantly, Kudus. But he's got it to Richarlison anyway. Richarlison's in, and Pope makes the save. Flags up. Just wondered. Maddison. And hacked. Lucas Berrival right in on Pope. And that's